What's up, everybody? I'm Noble. Hope everybody's doing good today. I'm out on my night drive as I do every night because I just like to ride around, feel the wind in my hair, play my music real loud. Right now, I've stopped at a corner store, my favorite spot to stop and people watch. It's Busy Bees. It's right down the street from my house. So when it's a lot of activity, I'll stop and park my car and I people watching. It's just relaxing and therapeutic. Like, it's like change when you leave one room, whatever is going on in that room, your whole mind did change. I need a haircut. Don't blast me for it. Hold on, take it down. So anyway, try to hide a little bit. So anyway, tonight I wanted to share a poem I wrote a few years ago. It's called "Why Can't I Fly?" So you hear cars and stuff in the background. That's because I'm out people watching and I'm windows down and I'm enjoying the night. But here it is. Why can't I fly? Sitting in a corner watching the world pass by. I wonder why. Why can't I fly? Time waits for no man and the world continues to rotate. I sit and watch the people of earth spew lies and practice hate. And I wonder why. Why can't I fly? Every day I see children lost and abandoned, practicing greed and selfishness because the world demands it. And still I wonder why. Why can't I fly? False lovers with lies, perpetrating a fraud in front of blind eyes, high on their horsemen, chasing lustful women and thinking they can take the crown. Gravity is a fact of life. What goes up must come down. So I sit and watch as the birds hit the ground. Some die hard while others don't even make a sound. They were baby birds who weren't even ready to leave the tree. It's funny how life can bring you to your knees. Even when they were falling, they thought they were soaring. Was it because it was the only freedom they had had from the pain they'd been enduring? Or maybe they were just too young to realize they weren't ready to leave the nest. Maybe their eyes weren't open to the reality of this world yet. Or could it be that in every person's life it comes a time when things must change and we have to go for it even if it seems insane? Whether it's right or whether it's wrong, we must go to the end of the branch and spread our wings, no matter what the consequences of the repercussions may bring. Yet still I sit wondering why. Why can't I fly? Is it because I'm afraid to hit the ground and die like so many others who, like me, dreamed of the sky, who fell from way up high, leaving nothing but a memory? I stop and think, will they remember me? Will they remember she who was too afraid to spread her wings and try, the one who was not living but was afraid to die? Why, oh why can't I fly? So, I wrote that poem some years back, and at the time, I was at a point in my life where I was caught up in my depression and my anxiety, and I felt like I wasn't where I should be in life, and I wanted to be successful, but I didn't know how. I didn't know what the first step was to take, and I felt like everything I touched just turned into poo, and all these things, like all these wonderful things I see people doing, these people in these careers and people going out and doing daredevil stuff, exploring and traveling and getting degrees, and it's like I never felt like I could ever do that because I had beaten myself down so much, and because I was so afraid to try, because I was so afraid to fail. And I want you to know right now that you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, it is possible. The fact that you're here, the amazing fact that you're here, that God created you, and that you live life. We come from dust and He breathed air into our lungs. The fact that you're here lets you know that you can do it. Nothing is greater than you. Nothing is stronger than you. And let me tell you, you are so much greater than what you give yourself credit for. Don't be afraid to go for your dreams. Don't be afraid to have a dream, to be what you want to see, to achieve things. Like, a lot of times we think about things we want to do in life and it seems like it's so big and we can't figure out how we're going to get to that step, and we'll psych ourselves out. We'll think we can't do it. But let me tell you, every person in this life who has done something amazing, they started with baby steps. Like, I'll give you an example. Me, right now, on this channel, this YouTube channel, let me tell you something. For more than 10 years, everyone who knows me and who has heard my poetry has been telling me that I need to share my poetry and get it out, and people can relate to it, will be able to relate to it, and that it's great and all these things. For 10 years, just now in 2020, I just, like, June 2020, I think is when I started my YouTube channel for the first time. 10 years. 10 years. And, like, the thing about it is, if I'm in person, I'm good. But the thought of being on camera scares me. It still scares me. I never know what to say. I'm always freezing up. I don't even rehearse this because I want it to be genuine. I don't even have a script, And I was so afraid to ever do something like this, Like, if you want to know the truth, I want to be like a motivational speaker, and I want to be an advocate for people who don't know or don't know how to use their voice, or feel that they can't speak up for themselves. People who go through mental illness issues, who have dealt with physical trauma, who have been in abusive relationships, who feel like they're alone, who feel like no one understands them, who deal with depression and deal with anxiety and PTSD and all these things that they don't even tell anyone because they're afraid to even speak how they feel. And they stay locked in that box and in that shell of fear. But let me tell you, you are awesome. Every one of us, we were given a gift by God. Everyone is given a gift. We're born with these gifts. And even if we don't use them, we still have them. We don't lose them. God gave them to us. He blessed us with them. You know what I mean? It's like I know some people who can sing, right? I mean, they can sing beautifully. And me, I sound like a cat on the fence that just got hit with a boot, and I will be singing louder than everybody in that room. And they will be so nervous, they're so scared to sing in front of the people. And I had to realize a lot of times God give you a gift and it's so great and it's so overwhelming that a lot of times people are afraid of their own God-given gifts. Like it's so great, it scares them. And in truth, that's nothing to me. That's proof that you know how great you are. Even though it's not registering in your head like that, you're not understanding it like that, it's confirmation of the blessing that God has given each one of us. And I'm talking about this as in like going for your goals. But even if your goal is like, even if it's a relationship, that you've been in and it's not doing you no good and it's bringing you down and you scared to leave that, let me tell you, walk away from it. Because when you walk away from it and you let go that which has held you down and chained you down, you will feel free and you will fly. Anything in life that you want to do, you can do. You are awesome. There is no one else like you. When God made you, he broke the mold. Okay? Don't waste your time here, because every man born of a woman will surely die. You know what that means? That means that while we're here, we need to appreciate life. We need to enjoy life. We need to have experiences and gain wisdom and talk to different people of all different backgrounds, different mindsets, who had different experiences and who live differently and of different cultures. You know what I mean? We need to make the most of our time here before we pass away and move to that higher plane. You know what I mean? And really, these gifts that we have, they're meant for us to share. It's something that is meant to connect us. It's something that is meant that to share with others, because when you share that, you're sharing love and understanding. You're reaching people. You're touching people who maybe think they by themselves, or maybe scared and think they can't do it, but they see that you doing it, and then they feel like they can. Like, if I can get on camera and make a YouTube video, this little baby step that I'm doing that scares me so much, imagine what you can do. Imagine what you can do. And like, you might be like, well, I can't do poetry and I can't write like that. Do you know I don't even think that my poetry is all that great? I'll be like, if somebody asks me, I'm yeah. You know what I mean? I'm yeah. But if you ask, like, the people who have been around me, my mom, my dad, my friends, my cousins, people, you know, even people who I don't even know who have heard it by happen chance, by being in the right place at the right time, they will be like, oh no, she's awesome. You know what I mean? A lot of times we will downplay our gifts because in truth it scares us. They scare us. The possibilities scare us. But no, don't do it. Don't do it. Embrace it. Because you're given, you have this for a reason. We're all here to do something. Everybody here is do something, whether you know what it is or whether you don't. And we're not going anywhere until we do it. And God gives us certain gifts and certain strengths because this task that we're here to do, we use those gifts that we have. You understand? You can do it. You can do anything you want. No one can stop you. Okay, say you want to sing, right? You want to be a singer, but you're scared of sing in front of people. Start off singing in the bathroom. Start off singing in the shower. Then after you start singing in the shower, start singing in the mirror. And when you sing in the mirror, actually look at yourself. You know what I mean? Start humming around people. You know, start off with just the humming, and then start, you know, play music that you know everybody in the house know, or everybody around you know, that everybody like, and be singing in a group to get used to singing out loud around people. And don't hold it in. Let it go. Let it out. Because we need it. You're gonna enrich everyone around you, and everyone is gonna appreciate it and love you for it. And you're gonna be more endearing to them. You're gonna be able to connect with someone. You know what I mean? So that's all I want to say. Just go for your goals. You know, do online classes. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. I believe in you. So that's all I wanted to say on that. But you're beautiful. All you kings and queens, you're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're irreplaceable. We need you. You're valuable. You don't hear it enough, but somebody loves you. I love you. Peace.